Nestled in the hills of the Manti La Sal National Forest, about 90 minutes south of Salt Lake City and encompassing thousands of acres of green meadows and dense canyons, Windwalker Guest Ranch offers an abundance of big open skies and generous heaps of Western hospitality. What guests will notice right away is the silence, serenity, and tranquility of the ranch. It's a very spiritual place where people can reconnect with the simple truths of life, the sound of the wind, an eagle flying overhead, the beauty of the mountains, the exquisite color of a native flower. The spacious and wonderfully comfortable accommodations. Open to spectacular views of the surrounding mountains, where the hills never seem to look the same way twice. Welcome to Windwalker Guest Ranch. The Native Americans understood the grace and generosity of Mother Earth and honored her in return through beautiful and heartfelt ceremony. The spirit of the land and Native American ancestors are both honored and kept alive at Windwalker Ranch through sweat lodge and authentic teepee lodging that are offered to guests by request.
Hi, I'm Loretta. I'm at Windwalker Guest Ranch. I get the honor of being the caretaker of this wonderful place. We're just outside of Spring City, Utah. When people come to Windwalker, it's always fun to watch because I always say it takes a day to get the city off of them. Many times they live such stressful lives and things are going so fast for them out in the outside world that it's really a place to relax and to experience just being, as well as having lots of fun and activities. By the end of the week, one of the things that really tickles me is to watch the shift as they go through the week at the ranch. They may be counting the seconds on their clock when they first get here. Now, what are we doing this second? What are we doing that second? And we always say you end up shifting to cowboy and Indian time, which is events rather than minutes in the day. And it's fun to watch them go away. They always say, I feel different, and they never want to leave. Part of that is the activities and stepping out of the outside world, I think, to where the outside cares don't matter while you're here. And the other part of it is they've taken the time to reconnect to what's really important. And that's when I get really tickled, just to watch the shifts. And it's really something that you have to experience for yourself because it's individualized to everybody that comes. They reconnect with families, they reconnect with business associates if they're here with those. They reconnect with their children, they reconnect with themselves. And that's what tickles me to watch. That's what's really special, and everybody does it in their own way.
A week at Windwalker is a week filled with special activities and experiences. Horseback riding is the main activity at the ranch, and guests will enjoy many different trail rides, each offering spectacular trails and scenic views.
Yeah, I'm not hungry either.
Whether trail riding up the mountains for lunch in the forest, or through the rugged hills to look out over the canyons. Or moving cattle across the range the way cowboys have done it forever. Guests will discover some of the most spectacular vistas to be found in this country. The friendly and helpful wranglers will match guests with a horse suited to their abilities and provide riding instruction to ensure that guests have a safe and enjoyable trail ride. To complement the strong natural spirit and experience of the ranch, Windwalker's trail horses of choice are the hardy and solid Mustangs. Mustang horses represent the spirit of the American West better than perhaps any other symbol that one could imagine. Freedom, strength, beauty, power are all embodied within the form of these proud animals.
Hello there, I'm Dean Barney. I'm the head wrangler here at the Windwalker Guest Ranch here in Spring City, Utah. And this has been about one of the best experience of my life. Here on the Guest Ranch we have quite a variety of horses, but we're trying to make mostly a string of Mustangs. We have all sorts of scenery to see when you're riding out here. We have different trails. We take mountain rides, we take scenic rides, we take short rides. We have little instructions for riding, and we have little kids' horses.
My name is Jill Josephson, and I am the head female wrangler here at the Windwalker Guest Ranch. This ranch has a lot to offer. It really does. The ground here is very, very spiritual. I always find myself very peaceful when I'm out on my horseback rides with the guests and things like that. It seems to silence everybody because of what the ground has to offer. It just fills your heart full of peace and freedom being out here and seeing all the eagles soar and, you know, the hawks and the wildlife and being on top of the world and being able to look over all the valley and having the wind blow at you. It's complete and total freedom up here.
The land surrounding the ranch was inhabited by the Native Americans and was the historical site of a massacre nearly 150 years ago. Loretta conducts a walking tour over the sacred ground of the area, and guests can more fully understand the presence and perhaps experience the spirits of the Native Americans who once inhabited this land.
But when I dispersed the pod, I told it to remember the love. And so it doesn't speak a whole lot anymore, but the knives and the sink, the staff went ballistic in one day. I mean, just all sorts of really...
There was, for a long time after I got down here, I kept seeing 119 digital clock. I just see it all the time, 11:11.
And I thought, then I started going in panic. I'm not going to tell them.
You'll even visit a one-room home built by one of the early homesteaders who tried to make an existence in this rugged land and gain an appreciation for life in the Old West.
Windwalker is unique in the way that people connect with something that's so much bigger than them. It's something that they don't know where it comes from. We have the saying around Windwalker that nobody comes to Windwalker by accident. And I've seen that hold true in so many ways that it's incredible. When people come to Windwalker, the unique experiences, they connect with their family, their friends, their new Windwalker family. Guests have the opportunity to experience many facets of the ranch, from being able to go horseback riding, fishing, skeet shooting. To being able to experience the spiritual side of things, for doing Tai Chi in the morning, sacred ground walks, meditations to learn your power animal. We do Native American activities such as the sweat lodge, Native American pipe ceremonies. We also allow you to experience the beauty of nature as a whole and as a unity, as one, and really get in touch with nature.
Guests can travel to the nearby town of Spring City the way the early settlers did, by horse-drawn wagon. Drawn by a pair of reliable Belgian draft horses, the leisurely trip to town passes the spectacular sight of Horseshoe Mountain. Then make several stops at the shops of local craftsmen. The horses will take you past many beautiful, historic, and well-preserved buildings in this quaint and unspoiled town before heading back to the ranch. A key element of a visit to Windwalker Ranch is relaxation. Whether you're a child or child at heart, you'll enjoy the peace and tranquility of fishing at one of the many well-stocked lakes in the area. Or enjoy relaxing at the end of the day around a glowing campfire, listening to one of the local cowboy entertainers under a canopy of 1 billion stars.
She makes her underwear from the hide of a grizzly bear and bathes in ice cold water every day. Well, her skin I love to touch, but I just can't touch it much because her fur-lined parka's in the way.
Or enjoy a spectacular morning connecting with yourself in a Tai Chi class. Or go hiking in the local mountains and view the historical petroglyphs discovered only a few years ago. These writings and messages of the earliest inhabitants have been dated back as far as 10,000 years ago and were significant through many cultures inhabiting this natural place of beauty. Or enjoy being entertained by some of the finest musical talent you will ever hear.
Stop. stare. You walked right out of my world. So let the teardrops fall. The rain will hide them all. Can't stop myself from loving you. Can't stop myself from loving you.
Windwalker Ranch is a place where you can experience the Old West. It's a place where connections begin and pretensions melt away.
What's unique about Windwalker is the people that work here, the people that help facilitate you. We really customize things around what you want to do and what you want to experience. And then it's just, we get help from a lot of the energetics of the area. It's something that you can't really put your finger on. It happens without anything we do for you. It's just something that's always there that people experience while they're here. We work really hard to customize the activities so that you enjoy what you really want to enjoy. And we find a lot of times that they come here with one particular thought in mind and end up doing something completely different and loving it more than anything, and it's always just perfect. It's like an extended family. You become part of an extended family, that it's okay to be just who you are while you're here. I think that is really something special with this ranch. A Western dude ranch vacation is something that's a lot different than going to Disneyland. Sure, at Disneyland you're riding the rides, you're busy, you're having fun, you're fighting crowds, you're doing all sorts of interesting things to keep you busy, but at a ranch you get in touch with something that you've lost touch with, maybe nature, and a natural spa. You get to go be by the creek, or you can experience one of the cleansings at the creek, or you can do Tai Chi out on the grass. The kids get to play and be kids. You don't have to look after them every second like you would with other vacations. They can run and they can chase lizards, or they can climb the rocks, or they can play the games and find things in nature to make toys out of, where you don't have to spend a lot of money in order to create fun. They get away from the TV and the radio and the videos and all of those things that are brainwashing. We don't even have phones and TVs in the rooms. And once you get away from that, you get in touch with things that are so much more important. You get to bond with the people that are at the ranch. You get to bond with your family. You get to bond with whoever may be around you, and really take time to watch the birds fly or the clouds float by, and get in touch with the things that are really important. It's not a place of have-tos. It's a place of want-tos. It's a place of being. It's a place to reconnect. And you've experienced so many fantastic adventures. You've got in touch with what history some things that make history come alive. You've gotten in touch with just so much more. You come away from a guest ranch or a dude ranch vacation with a different perspective, with a different connection. We have people say a lot of times, I'm different. My whole family's different. And I can't really put my finger on everything, but it's really fantastic, and we don't want to leave. Windwalker's open year-round, and with each season comes a new perspective and new beauty on the land and new activities to do. And we'd like to invite everybody that has the feeling they want to get in touch with something more, to experience something more, to enjoy a unique adventure experience that would connect them. Nobody comes to Windwalker by accident, and so I look forward to seeing you at Windwalker and invite everybody to come and and experience the spirit of the West at Windwalker Guest Ranch.
Loretta, Brooke, the Wranglers, and entire staff invite you to come experience the peace, tranquility, and the true and genuine hospitality of the Old West that can only be found at Windwalker Guest Ranch.